current state of our church. Where do I even begin? The current state of our church in Mzansi is terrible. I mean, I'm not the only person who knows this. I'm not the only person who says this. I'm not the only person who's observed this. I think the only thing is that I'm one of those people who have the bravery or the guts to actually do this in public and say the current state of our church in South Africa is terrible. It's almost come to a place of shame where the things that happen within the body of Christ are just disgraceful. They're just despicable. And we sit there and we go to the gatherings, we go to the meetings, and we just go and come back and go and come back as if things are normal. But things are not normal. The current state of our church is despicable. The things that happen. Now I want to talk about this in this way, that there are many whom are called, who have actually declared that they don't even want to be associated with the office of a pastor, because it's an embarrassment to even declare that I'm a man of God or I'm a woman of God. Because once you declare that you're a man of God or a woman of God, people look at you like, no, I don't want to associate with you, because of the current state of our church in South Africa. The things that happen, and nobody seems to talk, or perhaps if we talk, then not enough is being done. We talk in our own congregations, but I don't see anything done in public. I don't see, and should there be anything done in public? Now, when I search the scriptures clearly, state that there would be such things that happen. So why do I care? I mean, if the scriptures themselves have said and stated that such things would happen, the scriptures do state that in these last days, the love of many will grow cold, for instance. There will be wars. People would be lovers of themselves. People would love money more than they love God. People would want to do all sorts of things, all sorts of terrible things. People would be lovers of sin. People will live in sin. People will not see that whatever it is that is happening or they are doing is wrong. So as Sibongile, why do I care? Why do I even waste your time to have you watch this and waste your time when the Bible itself has declared or has stated? I want to tell you that there's one thing about the owner of this, what we call the church. There's one thing about God. God does not change. It doesn't matter what happens with our society. It doesn't matter what happens with the complexion of our church. God does not change, and God expects us to be the people He wants us to be. His principles, His laws, His standards will not change. His expectations of us will not change just because His word declares. Let me tell you why His word has stated these things. It is to make us aware of such, and to guard ourselves against such, and to make sure that we live according or in line with His word and His expectations in His word. So that is why the Bible has declared this. Not to say, yes, now you can do whatever it is that you want. No, it is to say these things will happen. But woe from whom these things come. Woe through whom these things come. So be careful. And the word states that if you're standing, make sure that you are standing. I want to encourage you today that it doesn't matter what is happening with the current state of our church. If you are a believer and you stand and you believe in this God that does not change, that remains the same yesterday, today, and forever, you know what? Be steadfast. Hold on to the faith and be that person that wants to do right. Be that person that wants to be the member of this body that will continue to do right, because Christ is coming for a spotless bride. The current state of our church should not give us low expectations of our lives, should not give us low expectations of what should happen with us and our relationship with God. God expects us to be the people He wants us to be. Join the conversation on my Facebook page, Initiating Insight. I'm Sibongile.